Hey, I'm Peter, and welcome back to Books for Thoughts, where we break down bold, mind-shifting books to help you think sharper, live more intentionally, and stay one step ahead in a world that's changing fast. Today, we're exploring Future Crimes by Marc Goodman, a chilling, eye-opening look at how the technologies we depend on every day are quietly exposing us to risks most people never even think about. But this isn't a book about fear, it's about awareness. It's about seeing the hidden systems of trust, power, and control that shape modern life and how quickly they can be turned against us. Let's step into the digital shadows. Most of us live under the assumption that technology is secure, that apps are private, passwords are strong, and that someone out there is keeping things safe. But Future Crimes opens with a powerful idea. Technology moves faster than the rules meant to protect us. Innovation is exponential. Law is linear. That means by the time regulators understand a threat, it's already evolved. New apps, platforms, and devices enter our lives overnight. But few of us ask, who made this? What does it track? Where does the data go? We treat convenience as a feature, but it's often a trade-off. And the cost is visibility to governments, to corporations, to criminals. Goodman reminds us that many of the tools we use every day, email, maps, social media, smart assistants, aren't really free. We're not the customer. We're the product. Our data, habits, locations, purchases, even our thoughts are collected, analyzed, and sold. But here's what most people miss. Once data exists, it can be hacked. Hackers no longer need to steal your credit card. If they can predict what you'll buy, where you'll be, or how you think, the real danger isn't just stolen passwords. It's the creation of a digital you that you no longer control. And most of it happens quietly in the background while you're scrolling. We're more connected than ever. That's a good thing until it's not. As homes, cars, hospitals, and even pacemakers connect to the internet, Goodman warns that every smart device is a potential entry point for attack. Imagine ransomware locking down your smart fridge or a hacker taking over a city's traffic system. These aren't science fiction. They're already happening, and they show us something important. Convenience without security is an open door. In the rush to innovate, companies often skip safety steps, and without pressure from users or governments, those gaps stay open. It's not paranoia. It's the natural result of putting connectivity ahead of caution. One of the most fascinating and disturbing insights from the book is that today's criminals think like entrepreneurs. They form global teams, outsource tasks, use AI to scale scams, and operate like agile startups. Gone are the days of one person in a hoodie. Now, cybercrime is a business model, and it doesn't require physical contact. You can be targeted because your email was leaked in a breach, or because your smart doorbell has a flaw, or because you clicked a fake link. While half asleep, the digital underworld is invisible, but it's organized, efficient, and evolving fast. And we as individuals are often the weakest link. One of the most important lessons in future crimes is that cybersecurity isn't just a tech issue, it's a mindset. Most people think of security as something handled by apps or IT departments, but Goodman reframes it. Security is a personal responsibility. The weakest part of any system is almost always the human using it. We click links we shouldn't. We reuse passwords that we overshare. We trust too easily because we want things to be simple. But the digital world isn't built for safety by default. It's built for speed, connection, and growth. If you want to be secure, you have to pause and think critically, especially when everything around you is designed to rush you through. Goodman doesn't just blame individuals. He also points to how governments and corporations have failed to keep pace with innovation. Laws are outdated, Regulators are understaffed, and tech companies often choose profits over protection. Many of the tools we rely on were built with functionality first, security second. In some cases, companies even hide vulnerabilities to avoid liability or bad press. Meanwhile, users are kept in the dark with no clear way to opt out, understand risks, or defend themselves meaningfully. It's like being given a powerful machine with no user manual and being told, don't worry on it's fine. But that false sense of safety is what opens the door to future crimes. Goodman also challenges a tough idea. In today's world, total privacy might no longer be possible. Your phone tracks your movements, your apps listen for voice cues, your browser logs your habits. Your data is sold, copied, backed up, and stolen, sometimes all at once. Even if you try to go dark, there's no guarantee that people around you won't compromise your info. A single group chat, a shared Google Doc, a tagged photo, all of it contributes to the data trail. But rather than panic, Goodman encourages digital hygiene to being mindful, asking better questions, and knowing what you're agreeing to. We may not achieve perfect invisibility, but we can stop being unaware participants. Here's the part that matters most. What can you actually do to stay safer? Goodman's advice is practical. Use strong, unique passwords and a password manager. Enable two-factor authentication on everything. Update your devices and apps regularly. Patches matter. Think before you click. Phishing isn't just email anymore. Question free services. Understand what you're trading. But beyond tools, it's about a shift in mindset. Approach technology the way you would a crowded city, with awareness, with skepticism, and with a plan. Digital literacy today is not a luxury, it's survival. Future crimes isn't meant to make you afraid of technology. It's meant to wake you up. It shows that we live in an era of unprecedented power, and with that comes unprecedented vulnerability. It reminds us that our lives are increasingly managed by systems we didn't build, can't see, and often don't understand. But knowledge is power, and awareness is the first line of defense. If this breakdown gave you a fresh perspective on the hidden layers of the world around you, consider picking up Future Crimes by Marc Goodman and supporting the author, because the better you understand the system, the more wisely you can move within it. And if you appreciate books that pull back the curtain on how the world really works, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Books for Thoughts, where we unpack game-changing ideas, one breakdown at a time. Until next time, stay smart, stay secure, and remember, the future is already here. Make sure you're not sleepwalking through it.